In the final trailer for Tears of the Kingdom, we found out that Princess Zelda didn't die from a fall down the ravine, but instead she's lost, desperately proclaiming at the end of the trailer, "Link, you must find me." Now this begs the question, where is Princess Zelda? Or perhaps another way of asking the question is, when is Princess Zelda? Well, today I want to have a look into this theory that Princess Zelda has somehow made her way to the past, why she's got an unbroken Master Sword, how she might be communicating with Link in the upcoming Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Well, before we get into it today, let me know in the comments what you think about Princess Zelda. Where has she gone? How does she get there? Plus, why are there no Sky Islands in that final shot? Way back in that first trailer, we saw Princess Zelda and Link exploring under Hyrule Castle. They came across the zombie body of Ganondorf, looking very dehydrated and pumping out malice like some kind of factory. Well, something happens, there's an earthquake and Princess Zelda falls down a hole, and she wasn't to be seen again until we saw that final trailer only a few days ago. Well, we'd seen a few shots of this malice attack on Link and Zelda by the evil Ganondorf. These shots had mainly focused on Link getting attacked by malice, but we'd also seen Link jumping down after Princess Zelda, arm and hand outstretched trying to save her. So Link has been injured in this attack, arm and hand burnt up to his shoulder beyond recognition. And we did get a couple of new details related to the sequence in that trailer. We see Link reaching and missing, with Princess Zelda falling backwards, and we assumed this to be fatal. However, there's another new addition in this trailer. We see something glowing in her left hand and on her body. Well, the shot is then cut at this point, but I think she's glowing because she's being transported to another location, and that glowing energy is taking her there almost like she's been teleported. Later on we see Princess Zelda dressed in different clothes, holding what we can only assume to be one of the Tears of the Kingdom. Given some of that glow is emanating from her left hand, I think during the fall she's holding the tear, and given she's in mortal danger, somehow this has activated the power in the tear and transported her somewhere else. But where has she gone? Or maybe even when? We see Princess Zelda once again later on in the trailer standing in front of what looks to be an altar, with another mysterious voice describing Link as the last line of defense against Ganondorf. Princess Zelda is then standing with this character who towers above her. She's dressed in different clothes, which could be of Zonai origin, and she's also wearing that yellow tear around her neck, which is engraved with the same symbol as Link's new recall ability. Her earrings resemble the bulbs found in the Zonai architecture sites, plus the distinctive tear face paint. She's got a band on her forehead and the bracelet around her wrist. Well, I believe that Princess Zelda somehow survived that fall and she was transported to the distant past, in a time when the Zonai are still alive and well. Well, the Zonai disappeared long ago, and perhaps Princess Zelda is helping them battle against one of the first calamities that engulfed an ancient Hyrule. The Zonai are known as powerful magic users, and perhaps they prevented Zelda's death by transporting her to the past, and all this is somehow connected to the tear she is now wearing around her neck. Well, there's a few reasons that I believe Princess Zelda is in the past. First of all, she has a version of the Master Sword and it is not corroded like the Master Sword we see Link holding in the Sky Islands. The Master Sword she's holding is intact, complete, and is ready to be wielded by a hero. The Master Sword Link is seen with has been corroded, broken and busted by the malice attack from Ganondorf, which we presume is a sequence early on in the game. Princess Zelda is also seen at the end of the trailer pleading for Link to find her. If you look up into the sky during this scene, there's no Sky Islands to be seen. Therefore, I believe this scene is before the Sky Islands fall towards Hyrule or appear from where they came from. Well, the platform Zelda is standing on also looks to be very familiar. It looks like that platform Link stands on from the Delay trailer back in 2022, where we see Link laying the broken Master Sword in front of some yellow energy. And I believe Link is somehow speaking to Princess Zelda here, and she's using that yellow energy to commune with Link from the past. Well, this opens up the exciting prospect of multiple timelines in Tears of the Kingdom, and I believe we're going to be taking on the role of Link in the present, battling side by side with the descendants of champions, and taking the battle directly to Ganondorf himself. Meanwhile, Zelda has been transported to the past through Zonai magic, and Zelda is working with the ancient sages, or champions of Hyrule's past, battling the first calamity. We see a shot of a mysterious new character in the trailer, and I think this is the same character standing in front of Zelda later on, hand on her shoulder saying, "Zelda, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword that he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link." Well, it's highly likely that Princess Zelda will be able to pass messages to Link from the past into the present, where he can pick them up and use these messages or abilities in their fight against Ganondorf. The yellow tear Princess Zelda is cupping in her hands has the same symbol engraved on it as Link's recall ability, therefore Zelda likely buries or hides the tear in the past for Link to pick it up later and boost his abilities, recall being the first. Well, back in the official trailer too, we hear Princess Zelda say, "Link, I'm not sure you're going to be able to stop him," before we see a ghostly figure hold out their hand to Link. This figure appears to be wearing the same clothes as Princess Zelda in the most recent trailer, and I think this is Link encountering a version of Princess Zelda. Well, finally today, I wanted to pose a question to all of you. How is Link going to save Princess Zelda this time? Time travel has been a mechanic in previous Zelda games, which has included the Temple of Time in Ocarina of Time, the Door of Time in Twilight Princess, and the Gate of Time in Skyward Sword. The Temple of Time does exist in Breath of the Wild, however it's dilapidated, it's broken and in disrepair. Perhaps on our quest to find the Tears of the Kingdom, he can combine their power and somehow manipulate time, or maybe the Zonai could return Princess Zelda to the present, assuming their magical abilities could transport her to the past. I don't know the answer to this question, but it's one that we're likely to explore in the upcoming Tears of the Kingdom. Well, let me know down in the comments what you think about this theory that Zelda is lost in time and we're potentially battling on two fronts, in the present and the past. I would love to hear what you think. Well, that is it for this video today, looking at is Zelda lost in time in Tears of the Kingdom? And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Legend of Zelda content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to Triforce Times. Or you can check me out on Twitter at Triforce Times. Well, if you enjoyed this video or you found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, you can check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.